joining on this episode of Fixin with Matt Gray all day. My name is Matt, and on this episode, scratch the episode idea. Seriously, we gotta change it up. We need to go for a series. What do you guys think? So, on this part series of Fixin' Matt Gray all day, we're going to be doing a restoration project on this John Deere 100. And so you're probably thinking, what the heck? Where'd you get that gat mower at? So we're going to rewind all of this. So back in October of 2022, I ended up buying this. So back in 2019 and continuously, 2019, I fixed it up. But in 2019, I ended up restoring a 1968 Lombard, one of MTD's kind of first mowers that came out back in the day. Here's a picture of it. So that mower, the 1968 Lombard, I'm hoping to retire it. Hopefully by the spring, it's going to be retired. It's just going to be like a little collector's edition. It's going to be antique. It's going to be like a museum piece. Because that 1968 Lombard, parts for it are completely hard to find. You cannot find them anymore. You can find the manual instructions and stuff, but you cannot find no replacement parts, even like, what they call it, reproduction parts. You can't find them anymore on that mower. This mower, on the other hand, you can still find these mowers around, the John Deere 100. You can still find them like at Portland or even, I go to Portland quite a bit. I go to their swap meets. I go to their tri-state tractor shows. And that's one of my main places I get in trouble because I buy so many mowers there because I love even buying parts too. It's kind of like a vacation, but you're technically in Indiana. So that's one thing about it. But yeah, I'm hoping to retire that mower and hopefully getting this mower all completely restored so that it can be my main primary mower to mow my mom's yard because, like I said, she only has a 33-inch opening, and this had a 30-inch mower deck. So hopefully this one's going to be it. But here, I didn't really make clips of me get it going, but here is some clips. We're going to rewind it. We're going to go back in time 2 years ago to when I was working on this to see if I can get it going, running, mowing, hopefully. So here's the clips. Sometimes in life, you buy a junk mower for 80 bucks. The guy thinks 100 bucks, but you get him down to 80. And simple 100 mower. Well, guy didn't tell me that you need a positive cable. Well, if you're trying to figure out how to do it, just take the whole thing apart and just tinker around with it. It might be a little electrical or it might be a little bit of safety switch. Because I just put a new key switch in, messed with the electrical switch, and holy cow, she's got compression. And what up, people? You're talking to Mechanic Matt Gray. So, you're always wondering, if you ever wonder if you're getting spark or not. Well, you can try the old spark plug, or you can do this little technique. Just take a little spark plug, plug it up to your ignition coil. Just put it right by the edge of your head gasket. Or not the head gasket, but the head. And see all that spark? You got an old John Deere 100 test drive. We'll see if it goes. Just put fresh gas, check the carburetor out, check the spark. It's all good. Let's see if it fires right up. Okay. No, let's test it. We gotta mess with this little throttle over here on the side. So we just raise it up by hand. Here we go. Now I gotta do it like this. Well, I guess the test is on. things we're doing right now on this project from the John Deere 100 is we're doing an oil change right now. Looks like a little bit of water might have got mixed in the oil. It's got that little white stuff. It could be old gas too, because sometimes gas can get in the motors of these 10 horse Brayton Strattons. And so right now I'm just doing an oil change on this, and we're gonna put some fresh straight motor oil. Should take about 1 1/4 of it. Yeah, full quart, 1 1/4 of it. And we'll do an oil change on this thing. I'm gonna let it drip and we'll see what happens next. So we test out the new oil. My gosh, the thing runs like a top. So yeah, so you guys got to see a little bit of some clips about me getting it going. There's a lot of things on this mower that's got it going. To get it going, sorry, I'm out of breath. I've been running all over the place. But a couple of things, you know, that I did was I cut off that old muffler, re-welded new one because it's shaking like crazy. I welded a bracket on there, bolted that on. Don't shake like crazy anymore. The mower deck, I found out that the mower deck is getting stuck when running. So we're going to problem solve that, figure that out. I'm going to get new battery cables to help that out. I got a new throttle new throttle lever. That one's broke, so I got a new one coming. But, you know, for $80 gamble, these mowers are getting hard to find. A lot of old mowers are getting hard to find. Maybe you'll think, you know, you should just part it out. Well, the one thing why I bought this mower was to help my mom out, because her yard is only a 33-inch opening to her gate. This has a 30-inch mower deck, and I want to retire my 68 Longbird that has a 28-inch mower deck. The mower, aka I call it the go-kart mower, because it has a pull string. You might see it in our clip of me driving around, possibly, you know, doing a restoration, because that one was a full restoration. I mean, the thing sat in a milk shed for years. I mean, there's a long story behind that and the 72 Case 444. Here's a picture of the 72 Case 444. So, yeah, the story behind both those two is they both used to, my grandpa's cousin used to drive the 68 Longbird to help my grandpa mow 40 acres with both those mowers. And those mowers, one thing about the Gray family was they're common for having stuff run out of oil. But then they put oil back in it and it runs again. Don't ask me how it survives, because if you run stuff out of oil, it'll blow the motor. I don't know how they got lucky, but yeah. But yeah, and a lot of, you know, in the past videos, I'm glad I was able to find all those videos, because I did not have any clips of this thing. I had clips, but they all got corrupted. And luckily I had some past clips of October of 2022 where I was trying to get this thing going, and luckily I got it going. I mean, you guys got to see it turn over. Found the guy didn't have no positive cable to it, so I had one in the garage. Had a spark plug, a J19LM, which is regular lawnmower spark plug, getting it spark, you know, and finding out that the carburetor needed clean. I didn't have a clip of that to get clean, and, you know, got clean, got running, got to see the mower deck worked. So a couple things. This is gonna be a part series. This is part 1. Part 2, 3, 4, 5, I don't know how many parts it's gonna be. We're gonna take and get some new tires for this thing. We're gonna take this all apart, repaint it, put all new parts. You know, parts for this are hard to find, but I'm gonna try to make parts for this thing. I'm gonna try to fix the hood. The hood's kind of chipped right there. It's broken right there on the lever. And it don't want to stay on worth a darn. So I'm gonna fix that. We're gonna figure out why the clutch sticks, because it wants to mow continuously. And we're gonna just sand it, prep it, get it look new again. So at least it'll last a long time. At least give it a new life, practically. So, yeah, and another thing, you know, what gets me going on these old mowers is the movie called The Straight Story, about this guy named Alvin Straight, I think it is. Yeah. And he drives a John Deere 110 round fender from 1966 round fender from Iowa all the way to Wisconsin to see his brother who had a stroke and he didn't know he was going to live. And yeah, definitely Google that guy up, or even even look it up. I mean, look up the straight story. You're probably thinking, what the heck is straight story? Yeah, it's a true story. And that mower is actually a museum. Don't ask why. It's a 1966 110 round fender in a museum. And it was the one he drove, and I guess he drove it all the way from Iowa, 256 miles, I think it was. I don't remember. It's been a while ago I see that movie. I love that movie because it's a guy that shares, you know, talks to people, interacts with people, gets to meet new people, and get to hear their lives. But yeah, so this mower, we're going to bring this back to life. But yeah, I just wanted to talk to you and kind of get you guys like an update of, you know, where I was at on this, you know, how far, you know, at least we know it runs. That is a thumbs up right there. We know it runs. So at least we know it runs. And like, subscribe, comment below, you know, share the word, you know, hey man, you gotta check this guy, Matt Gray all day. Fix it, Matt Gray all day, fixing stuff. You know, I'm gonna have more videos because that's one video. I mean, the L120 runs like a top. Probably another video would be about this John Deere 314 that'll be coming up pretty soon, hopefully in a couple months when it warms up, because that one's been on hold for a while. I have so many projects on hold, but it's been crazy. I mean, the cold weather, you can't keep up. It just beats you up. Weather was nice last week, and then this week is like, what the heck, it just fell apart. So yeah, so like, subscribe, comment below. You know, thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys watching. You know, I like to share a passion of what I like to do. You know, I don't like seeing stuff getting scrapped. That's one thing about me. I don't like seeing stuff scrapped. If you could bring it back to life and give it new life. So the guy thought, you know, $80, you know, that's beer money. Nah. You know, I like to see stuff bring back to life. I know this is going to have a good opportunity to have new life, to mow grass again. And that's where it's at, and that's what it's going to keep doing. So thank you for watching, and hopefully keep up for the John Deere 100 Restoration Project Part 2.